Assalamualaikum and good day. We are Group 4 and today we would like to present our project titled Clinic Careplus Patient Queue System.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today I will explain the problem and objective of our system. First, let's talk about the problems. Clinics often have difficulty managing patients efficiently. Many patients arrive at the same time, but they have different levels of urgency. Sometimes emergency cases are not given proper priority. This can cause delay in treatment. Besides that, many patients come at the same time, while clinics have limited space, staff, and resources. Because of this, patients need to wait for a long time and clinic staff feel stressed and overlooked. Now, I will explain the objectives of the system. The first objective is to manage patient registration efficiently. Next, it is to prioritize emergency patients. We also want to reduce patient waiting time. The system can help organize the treatment process properly. Besides that, it helps clinic staff view and manage patient information easily. Finally, the main objective is to improve overall clinic service efficiency.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So for a proper solution, we use a dual queue system where one is for a normal patient and another one is for emergency patient. So for a normal patient, the patient will be served using a FIFO rule where the first come will be the first served. So for emergency patient, the patient will be served immediately. For example, after the patient register in the clinic, and the case is considered as an emergency case, it will be the priority to see the doctor first. Our system feature, it has a add new patient, serve patient based on priority, search and remove patient, sort patient by name or age, and update patient info. For benefit, it will minimize waiting time, organize workflow, and the last one is systematic and accurate patient management.
Next, I will explain the patient class. This class stores patient information such as ID, name, age, type, and symptoms. The constructor initializes the data and ID string is used to avoid errors during searching. Getters and setters apply encapsulation to control access to patient data. The toString method formats patient details for clear output. This slide explains the PTQ class that manage patient queues. The system uses an array list to store all patient records. Linked list is used for the normal and emergency queues because patients are frequently added and removed. The add patient method checks the patient type and places emergency patients into the emergency queue first. This ensures an efficient and organized patient flow. This slide explains the main function used in our patient queue system. The serve patient function is the emergency patients are served first before normal patients. The find patient function allows staff to search patient records using the patient ID. The update patient info function is used to update patient information when needed. Basic error handling is included to display a message if no data is found or the queue is empty.
So for remove patient, the system will remove a patient based on the ID. So first, system will search patient in the master list using an iterator, and when the patient is found, the data is removed safely from the master list, and at the same time, the patient is also removed from the normal or emergency queue. And this will ensure that the patient data is completely removed from the system and no duplicate data remains. So for all patient, it is function to display all the registered patient in the system, and the system will check either the patient list is empty or not. And if the list is empty, and if the list is not empty, all patient details will store in a master list and will display one by one. So this function is to help clinic staff to monitor a patient current list. So for a sort, the sort by name will sort patient alphabetically based on their name. So the sorting process is applied to the master patient list using a comparator, and case insensitive sorting is used to ensure the accurate result. So after sorting, both the normal and emergency queue are clear and rebuilt according to the sorted list. And for the sort by age, they will arrange patient in ascending order based on their age. So the system will use a comparator to compare patient age numerically, and this is similar to sorting by name. The master list is sorted first.
In this slide, I will explain about our main class. We use scanner to get input from the user. The menu will repeat in a loop. It means after one action, the menu comes back until the user chooses to exit. In the add patient function, the program asks for a patient ID, name, age, category, and symptoms. It will check if the input is correct and save the data in the queue. For the find patient function, we'll search for a patient using the ID. It will help us quickly find a patient information. For the update patient function, will allow the user to change patient information if there is any mistake or update needed. For the view patient function, it will show all the patient in the queue. The staff can see the ID, name, age, category, and symptoms. And then the sort function can organize patient by name or by age. It will make it easier to read and find patients. Finally, the option is to stop the program safely. And then here we use try and catch to handle error. If the user enter wrong input, the program will not crash. Instead of it show an error message and ask the user to try again. In this slide, I will explain how our system works. First, the user entered the patient category. The category can be either normal or emergency. Then the system checks if the category is valid before saving the patient data. After validation, the patient data is saved into the queue. It will help the system manage patients in order. And then the system allow user to find a patient by their ID. It will make it easy to get information about any patient quickly. And then user can also update patient information. This ensures that the record can show a list of all patients. This gives a clear view of everyone in the queue. Finally, patients can be sorted by name or age. It will help in organizing the data for easy access. And then the system helps manage patient data efficiently. It will check category, save data, allow update, and sort patient easily. In this slide, I will explain the code for removing a patient, exiting the system, and handling raw inputs. First of all, when the user select the case 7, the system allows them to delete a patient record. First, it asks the user to type in the last 4 digits of the patient ID. The system will read the ID and call the function remove patient to delete the specific person from the list. And then for case 8, used to shut down the program. We change the running variable to false, which stop the main loop. The system will print a message saying system end, so the user know the program has closed successfully. And then for invalid input, we have the default case. This acts as a safety net. If the user enter a number or character that is not on the menu, the system will display an error message invalid, like invalid option. This prevents the program from crashing and tells the user to try again.
So I will demonstrate the clinic Careplus patient queue system using a data structure concept, and the system only uses two separate queues, which is a normal and emergency patient. So this is the main menu of the system, where the clinic staff can choose a different operations such as adding, serving, searching, sorting, and so on by only entering a number. So the first one, I will add a number one to add a patient, and I will add a normal patient for this patient. So the normal patient are added to a normal queue. It will be served using a FIFO rule. So next, I will add emergency patient. Let's say if I put one digit, since I put a 5 digit, so the system will show error message. So we put the right line. So after that, we check number 2 to serve the patient, and we will serve the emergency patient first, and it will followed by a normal patient. So after that, I put a number sorry to find the patient, and the patient found, which is me. After that, I will update the patient with the same ID. Clinic staff can change what they want to change. So the patient information are already updated. So for the number 5 to view the patient, and this is the patient. For emergency patient, it's already served, so it's already out of the queue. So after we put a number 5, we put a number 6 to sort the patient, and the patient will be sort using a age or a name. So I'll just put a name by name. So this is the patient. So I will enter number 7 to remove a patient. So we just need to put the ID and then patient removed from the system. So to make it sure, we can view the patient again by entering the number 5. So no, this is a no patient in the system. So after we make sure all of things, we can exit the system by entering the number 8 and the system end. That's all. Thank you.